It's 5 minutes till showtime.
It's time for an intermission. And there's time before the next show begins to take your family to our concession stand. You'll find fresh hot popcorn, delicious candy bars, whatever your family desires. And you'll find the greatest treat of all, knee-high beverages. Yes, golden knee-high orange is the quality refreshment beverage that comes in quantity size. Everyone in the family will enjoy the true fruit flavor of knee-high orange. It's the beverage that meets all of your refreshment desires. Perfect for flavor, perfect for enjoyment. Treat yourself to the biggest treat of all, knee-high orange. And an extra attraction, this theater also serves quality famous Royal Crown Cola, the cola that's best by taste test. For real enjoyment, visit our concession stand and ask for Royal Crown.
It's 4 minutes till showtime.
See these two portable radios? Well, watch this. Let her go, Betsy. Sorry, friend. You old-style portables have to go. But look at our new RCA Victor portable radio. Came through without a chip. Here's the world's first and only portable radio in the non-breakable impact case. So rugged, it's the only radio case with a 5-year guarantee against chipping, cracking, or breaking in normal use. Of course, a tube might jar loose, but that's easily fixed. The important thing is RCA Victor's non-breakable impact case means no chipping, no cracking, no breaking. And hear that tone. It's RCA Victor's great golden throat sound. See the world's only portables with the non-breakable impact case as low as $27.95 at your RCA Victor dealer.
It's 3 minutes till showtime.
Clothing values are high, and the prices are low.
No.
That's why at Robert Hall, you save on family clothes.
Rest easy, knowing that Wario is he's just code. He's just programming, which means he's never gonna be able to find love. Ever. He's not gonna be able to feel love. He doesn't know what it is. He's not even happy about this. He doesn't have feelings. He's a piece of shit, garbage, dumpster, trash man.
It's 2 minutes till showtime.
Now there's a soft drink from the Coca-Cola Company that makes it fun to be thirsty. Discover Fanta brand flavors.
It's 1 minute till showtime.
Yes, sir. The hot dogs at our concession stand do rate an appreciative whistle.
You'd like.
I want to know the answer.
Yes, there is an I. Yes, and now we're out of vowels.
Banana convenience store manager. It could have just as easily been convenience store banana, okay?
Want to see how you're doing? Let's take a look.
Settle back now, content, comfortable, well-fed, and ready for some fine entertainment. Is everybody happy? Then let's go.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, time for the show. Once again, thank you for coming to our theater tonight. Have an enjoyable evening. The refreshment stand will remain open for a short time. Still plenty of time to get a snack or cold drink. We'll make an announcement before the stand closes to give you plenty of time to get that last-minute treat.
Hello? I'm gonna need you guys to do a sound check for me. Test. Do I sound normal enough? Could you listen to a full stream of me sounding this way? Awesome. Awesome, thanks guys. Because of the VHS setup, I had to get creative. Sounds weird. It'll sound a little bit different than normally. Sounds like a weirdo, okay, that's fine, that's normal. I sound like I'm in a jar. That might just be how it is. Slightly far away, but normal. I am slightly far away, so the microphone I'm using is here, right, and a little tiny. Normally I use a big one, and I stick my mouth right in my mouth. Most people stay away from the mic, but when I stream, I'm like all up in it. Yeah, so I had to get creative because I'm going to be standing up, cleaning my room, my office here, because I need to film tomorrow for a video. Sounds like I'm riding in a submarine. I'm fine with that. Are we in a jar? Okay, really though, is it that bad? If it's that bad, I can try and find something else. That's fine? Okay, good. That's fine. Okay, you can go back to giving me a hard time. Okay. First, let's figure out what we're gonna watch. I specifically want to dig in to this box I got the other day. By the way, we will do fan mail on Friday. I went to the post office, or actually my boyfriend went to the post office. Shouldn't take credit for that. And I have a bunch of stuff I gotta open. So I can only get so clean today. Yeah, this is a box of popcorn classics for sure. This is the, I'm breaking into the box that was, who is this from? This was from All Fish Ever in the World. And it is the box of tapes that was found in the high school trash can. One day you'll send me the shit you have. Oh, there's no rush. I'm not going anywhere, hopefully. So I don't know which one we're gonna start with, but I'm very interested in these tapes. Yes, thank you, Lupin, for adding the permitted term porn in my chat. Very, very necessary for a mystery tape stream. You were found in a high school trash can. Well, that's a great origin story. Hope you guys are doing well. I did want to read, I missed a couple donations. I think I got distracted with the Riven making of. So I want to make sure I thank Fruit Behavior for gifting a sub. Missy's Lost in Space for the 12 months. Sorry I missed your 1 year. 1 year subbed, but BF introduced me like 6 years ago. Shout out to BF Matt. Thank you so much. And Good Night Beautiful, thank you for the 14 months. Sorry I missed you during the last stream. We just wrapped Riven recently, a couple days ago. I quite enjoyed, I think I want to watch this. I quite enjoyed playing through Riven. Not sure what's up next. I'll probably play something and also do fan mail on Friday. I want to find out what this tape is just labeled Trash Special. My best guess would be that it's
What a hamburger.
It's about trash, right? Like it's about what happens when you throw something in the trash. Yeah, recycling, something like that. But I just can't pass up the Trash Special. Processed Whale Oil, thank you for the 7 months.
Just finished the Riven VODs today. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope everybody enjoyed that, or those that partook. Mohawk, thank you for the 7 months. Finally moving into the new apartment. Thanks for providing entertainment during this difficult process. Not a problem. I will not shut up. I will not shut up. Thank you very much, Mohawk. Yeah, if you guys aren't, if you're just sitting around doing nothing, it's a good excuse to get up and do some cleaning with me. Not to, you know, encroach in your free time here. Retro Key, thank you for the 21 months. Oh, I meant to say, Mohawk, congrats on the new apartment. Hope the rest of the move-in goes well. Orange Squared, thank you for the 12 months. Opsic, thank you for the 21 months. Hey, Moose and everyone, I spent all weekend at Anthrocon and ended up getting COVID. Hey, that sounds a bit about right for Anthrocon, right? Hope you get better soon, Opsic. That's no fun. Charred Monster, thank you for the 15 months. Madam Trash Heap, thank you for the 27 months. Hooray for Our Side, thanks for the 5 months. Stream Anthony, thank you for the Prime sub. And Tracy Bluth Rip, thank you very much for the $6 and change. This is a bit late because I couldn't make the streams and had to catch up on all the VODs, but here's a quick shut up or I'll bust your face, going out to all the spoilers, backseaters, and play something I likers on the Riven playthrough. I loved it. Thank you very much, Tracy Bluth. You know, I feel like we did pretty well on the spoilers for Riven. There was one at the end that I definitely overreacted to, but it was just because we did so well and got so far. It rubbed me the wrong way. I shouldn't have reacted as such, but you know what? That's just what happened. I've allowed the term "my butt." Oh, that's a good one. Okay, this one's gonna need to be rewound. It looks like a pretty long tape. So give me a second. I gotta move this chair out of the way. My butt is allowed. It's not allowed. It's still blocking my butt. It keeps blocking my butt. Now, no matter how many times allowed, Twitch does not want to allow. Can I screenshot that, actually? I want to screenshot. How do I screenshot? Is there not a screenshot button on the keyboard anymore? I got a screenshot Lupin saying it keeps blocking my butt. Okay. No more butt. What's with butt? You can't say butt? Is this rewinding? I need help.
Yum, yum.
I need help. Why is it not rewinding at all? Oh, is it done? Let's see if this works. Where's the sound? Okay, wait, no, hold on. I've got sound, but I mean, I gotta turn it on before. I wanna know exactly what that child is saying.
The following program is a different kind of trash TV. It's garbage, and before it's over, we'll get down and dirty and have you in the dump. My name is Stephanie.
Oh, this is gonna be great.
Stay tuned for The Rotten Truth.
Is that loud? What do we think?
Come on, kids. Welcome to
It's gonna be
the
crunchy.
modern garbage. Let's say I put these 3 objects down in the forest. I walk away from them and no one ever touches them. Which one will take the longest to disintegrate? A plastic bag, a banana peel, or winter socks?
Banana peel. Banana peel.
Which one of these 3 will take the longest to disintegrate? A newspaper,
I'm over here now.
a leather purse, or a baby's disposable diaper?
Diaper. Don't allow diaper in chat, Lupin. Don't allow diaper in chat.
The wooden chair, the glass container, or the real Statue of Liberty?
How am I gonna clean while this is going on? This is already great.
Time's up. The
Okay.
banana peel will turn to yuck in 2 to 5 weeks. The
It will turn to
sock will last
yuck?
1 to 5 years. The plastic bag will last the longest, 20 to 30 years.
Hell yeah.
A
I'm on team
newspaper will
plastic
disintegrate
bag.
in less than a year. Leather lasts for about 50 years. The disposable diaper will last the longest.
Stop saying
300 to
diaper.
500 years. A wooden chair will disintegrate in 20 years. The real Statue of Liberty will crumble and fall apart in 1,500 years.
Wait.
But the
A wooden
ordinary
chair will
glass
disintegrate in 20
will last about
years?
1 million years.
Wait a minute.
A lot of these things are things we throw away. That stuff
This
is
kid's just
garbage. You can
lying.
call
This
it
kid's
trash,
straight up
garbage,
lying.
or waste, but it's garbage to me. And some of it will last longer than all of us. The disposable diaper will be around longer than the baby,
If uncared-
and the baby's baby, and the baby's
Uncared for? I
baby's
still,
baby.
20 years still. I don't
I've
think
got
you.
news for you. Garbage is not going to go away just because we throw it away.
How old is that park bench?
On picnics, what kind of toothpaste do you use?
Oh yeah.
A parade in town today, do you read the evening news?
I do.
Do a lot of bubble gum, there's one way to find out. We can learn a lot about you by what you throw out.
Oh my god, is he gonna go through people's trash?
Your garbage say? What does your garbage say? What can we tell about you by what you throw away? What did you eat for breakfast? Did you burn the toast? What kind of shampoo do you use the most? What does your garbage say?
This is scary, actually.
Throw out 220 million tons of trash every year.
I bet we're beating that now.
Pounds of trash for each of us every day. And all that trash tells us a lot about the way we live. What does your garbage say? What does
your garbage say?
What can we tell about you by what you throw away? Do you recycle cans? Are your tires flat? Do you drink milk? Do you have a cat? What does your garbage
I do have a cat.
It says a lot about you. And garbage never lies.
Meet a modern family's garbage. Mom, to know her
Garbage never
is love her
lies.
Garbage, and she throws out a lot of trash. Meet Dad. And Brother Bobby, you know, the one who thinks he doesn't make any garbage. And the baby of the family. You wouldn't think a baby makes much garbage.
Wait,
Well,
are they throwing all
guess
that in the
again.
garbage?
A typical family of 4 produces over 100 pounds of garbage in a week. For my family, that's about 2 bags each day, 14 bags each week. In a month, about 60 bags.
That'll
Where's it go?
that'll decompose in like 30 years, I bet.
Landfill.
It's the baby's fault the world is dying.
It doesn't get any better than this. In fact,
Where's my
with all
knife?
the garbage we're making, it's gonna get worse.
Okay, let's push another pile.
They let this girl work here? What does your garbage say?
Modern world, a man-made mountain of garbage.
That's beautiful. Child trash labor. Gotta take a picture of my cat in the window.
Everything you see here is actually garbage, covered with a thin layer
MJ.
of dirt. The whole mountain is made of garbage. It's as tall as a 20-story building, and it's going to get even taller.
How much is rent at an apartment there, huh? $5,000 a month.
This isn't just a dump. It's called a landfill. A landfill is a lot more complicated than a dump. In the old days, people's trash went to a dump. Garbage was just dumped out on the ground, where animals,
good old
air,
days.
and water helped most of it rot. Open dumps were smelly and not very healthy. Now we use landfills.
Kind of reminds me of my
instead.
trip to New York, actually.
Landfills are often very large. A landfill begins with a hole in the ground. A layer of clay or plastic is put down. What happens when the hole is full of garbage? Rainwater can travel down through the garbage, bringing with it toxic materials.
Okay.
Toxics, poisons, come from things like batteries and chemicals used around your house. The bottom layer of landfill keeps most of the toxics from getting into the ground.
The toxics?
And pipes underneath drain off more of the toxic liquid. Even so, some of the toxics may get into the ground and then into our water.
What happens when we drink it?
Thin layers. Every day, the trash is covered with a thin layer of dirt. That way, it doesn't smell too bad and animals can't get to it.
Trash water.
When the landfill gets as tall as you can make it, a plastic top is added.
Now we can make it taller.
Then covered with the final layer of dirt.
Don't quit now.
The trouble with covering it is that most of the things inside, the old baby diapers,
Oh my
the
God, are those
rotten
seagulls?
food, the leftover wrappers, the stuff we all threw away, will stay just as they are, sealed inside forever. They're covered with dirt, but doesn't mean to turn into dirt. These are scientists from the University of Arizona's garbage project. They're drilling into this landfill in California to investigate what happens to the stuff inside over time.
Remember this?
They drill deep into the landfill
The
and
tissue
bring up
box? I think I'm gonna
samples
take it out of the
garbage
packaging.
from as much as
I wanna
90
use it.
feet below the surface. They measure the temperature of each sample and check
This job
to see
looks
how
terrible.
moist it is.
You don't want to.
Later,
You don't want to thermometer garbage?
Bacteria are in the garbage. Then they carefully bag and mark each sample. All of this tells the scientists about the conditions that are needed for things to rot. One thing that they have discovered is that a
Does
lot
your
of the garbage in
garbage
these
say?
conditions has not disintegrated. Cans and bottles are made of materials that don't rot. But even things that would normally rot don't rot in a landfill. How do they know how old the garbage is? By reading the newspapers that are in it.
Oh, that's cool though.
Here are some things that
Oh
were
shit,
dug
this
up
thing's
at New York
huge.
City's biggest landfill. A kid's sneaker that has been underground for 5 years.
Look at how big this
A
is, like a
sheet of
full-size
Corvette
clinic
that isn't even
box.
in style anymore, but hasn't disintegrated.
I'm just gonna get claimed by the trash people. I'm just trying to educate the masses.
And a newspaper. It's been buried.
I might not have room for
5
this in my
years,
office.
and
It
you
might
can
have to
still
go
read it.
elsewhere.
If you put a newspaper outside, it will disintegrate in less than 1 year.
I don't
As
think
you can
that I
see,
believe
these
that.
things haven't rotted away after 5 years. What would you say if you were told that a new landfill was going to be
What is
built in your
disintegrate?
neighborhood?
Like completely disintegrate?
I would say,
Like no remains. It's totally gone.
you have a permit to build a landfill in my backyard. Why don't you put it in yours? Not in my backyard.
Yeah, if you leave it in the rain,
Like
sure.
an open field.
And the trouble is, the landfills are getting full, but nobody wants new ones.
I'm gonna leave
Well,
a
not in my
newspaper
backyard,
and a wooden chair
What would you do with your
out in
garbage
the
if there were no
backyard
more landfills?
for 20
They
years
say
and
it-
see what
The
happens.
light side of the moon gets really, really hot. So if you put the garbage there, it'll just disintegrate. I'd burn
Excuse me?
it. If you burn the garbage, some people can't breathe. Put it in acid. Acid is still polluting the air. Acid's still burning it. Well, if anyone had an extra rocket ready, you could stick some garbage in a rocket and send it up to the sun and take some out of the landfills.
I like that. That's a good idea.
Stadium.
Dump it at
There
Yankee
aren't any
Stadium.
perfect solutions, but the worst thing is when people just throw trash any old place. Then it becomes
The world's most unwanted. Litter and other roadside trash. Outlawed trash.
Do you want to go, MJ?
Garbage. Trash that is out of the mainstream. Trash that kills. Trash
Aw.
that must be found and brought to justice.
Well, that's not fun anymore.
The world's most unwanted.
the trouble problem with garbage is even when it's where it's supposed to be, it's hard to get rid of. You
I
can't
can't
make
put any of this shit in here. I gotta move all this stuff out of my office. My office is just too small.
My dear, I don't believe you.
Holy shit.
Into sugar. Books into the library.
Who are you?
I am Sven Gali. You can call me Sven.
Run.
I'm a conjurer extraordinaire. Magician.
Run, kid, run.
Virtually anything disappear. This turning of garbage into nothing, it's got to be a snap. I brought my own personal garbage. Aluminum cans, birthday wrappings, and sugar left over from my experiments with beets. Now watch this.
I found this shit in your trash, kid.
Aluminum. This bunch of aluminum cans weighs 1 pound. Now, by applying ultimate pressure on the external surface, we're going to squish them out of existence.
Oh my god, I used to do this for Boy Scouts. I have memories of sitting in the garage for like hours just stomping cans. Just forever in there just stomping cans.
Well, they're still here.
But they're a lot smaller, and they'll weigh a lot less. You'll be amazed.
What badge did I get? I have no idea.
They weigh
I have no clue.
1 pound.
We turned 1 pound of aluminum into 1 pound of aluminum.
Fucking
I'll try
dumbass.
something else. By applying the mystery of fire, I will make the old birthday wrappings vanish in this special...
I say we go back to the dump it at Yankee Stadium plan. That one had the most promise.
Add reductum and... it's still all here. The paper changed, but it didn't turn into nothing.
It turned into smoke and ash.
What is he gonna make it turn into
is
nothing
still
though?
all there. There must be another way.
What if I put it up my butt?
A vessel of water weighing 2 3/4 pounds. The water, there, the sugar disappears.
Send it to the sun.
The water level stays the same.
I can taste the sugar. It's still in there.
To prove the sugar is gone, I'll weigh the water again. And the water weighs 3 pounds. That's more than it weighed before.
The sugar is in there somewhere, hiding amongst the water molecules.
I'm getting really invested in this fucking trash magician.
Wait, I've got one more experiment to try. Watch this. This side perfectly blank. This side blank.
Uh-huh.
Presto changeo. Yeah. That doesn't look like paper, does it?
Yes, it does. It looks like shredded paper.
Okay, Stephanie. I guess you can't make nothing from something.
If you burn something, you end up with gas
fucking
in the air and ashes. If you squish something, you've just taken the air out of it. Though it's smaller,
This is what the
still
fuck
weighs
is
the
this?
same. If you dissolve something, you might not see it, but it's still there, hiding between the molecules. And if you shred something, you can change the way it's formed, but it's still there.
Well,
God damn it, kid.
Transform some raw meat into steak. A bit of kitchen magic by which I turn something into something.
I thought he was gonna say he was gonna take his shit.
Been a big help. Now that he's
Is this PC? This is PC. I need to log some of this
He
shit.
didn't get rid of it, but he did reduce the volume, the amount of space that his garbage takes up. What does that have to do with the garbage problem? Well, anything that can reduce the volume of trash that has to go to the landfill is a help. The landfill won't fill up as fast. Incineration.
Yeah.
Things that towns and cities are doing to reduce the volume of their trash
Just burn it.
Burning it at a very high temperature. It doesn't go away, but a lot of it is reduced to ash, which takes up less space in the landfill. From the burning, we can also get electricity, which our cities can sell. It's called trash to ash to cash.
Is that really what it's called?
We keep most of the poisons from the garbage from getting into the air, but it's not perfect. Some poisons and gases
It's called
do escape into
gas,
the air.
grass, or ass.
So what have we got so far? 1, landfills. 2, incinerators. Landfills and incinerators aren't a perfect solution to our garbage glut. But they're what we got right now.
I'm logging some fan mail stuff, by the way, while I watch.
Something. So what we need to do now is
I can't say ass in Twitch. My bot!
What happens in nature? Recycling.
I love that.
Like our garbage, things in nature do not just disappear. But they do change. They decompose and get reused. It happens in cycles. Like the water cycle. Water goes from being a gas in the air, to raindrops, to a lake or a river, to being inside a plant or an animal, and ends up back in the clouds. It's water being used again and again.
Water.
And there are other cycles in which something doesn't turn into nothing. Many things, especially those that are not.
They don't want to tell the kids that you're drinking the hummingbird's piss.
They decompose.
They want kids to stay hydrated, not be grossed out.
This animal has died, and its body may
fucking
disappear, but as it rots, it all goes somewhere. It adds nutrients to the earth.
Yeah.
What do you think is helping this grass grow? Nutrients, some of which come from the
guts.
Nature uses and reuses. It's a kind of recycling.
It's just nature, kids. Get over it. It happens. That reminds me, I have like a mole in my backyard. Drive me crazy.
Pizza. Look at the ingredients.
Huh?
This much of our garbage, almost half, is made of paper.
Use ammonia in its holes.
Metals, food waste, plastic, the fabulous
Dude, this is the next Brutal Foods.
and grass clippings and leaves make up this much of the garbage and take up a lot of space in our landfills. But we can change yard waste to something useful.
Eat it.
You doesn't even have to leave home. Here's the recipe.
So we've moved on to yard waste? We didn't solve the trash problem, though.
In some grass clippings, and some yummy potato peelings, and some delicious coffee grounds, and some
Don't worry about it? Okay.
vegetable leftovers,
Stop worrying about it.
and some tasty eggshells. And now comes the big surprise. If you want to get your compost just the right consistency,
I thought the magician was going to show. I thought he was the big surprise.
earthworms are called earthworms because they make earth. They
Oh!
take this garbage and some dirt and mix it up in their stomachs, and out comes enriched earth. They make the whole process go faster. It's important to stir it up from time to time to get oxygen in there and help it decompose. Here's a batch before and a batch after worms, air, bacteria, and time have done their work.
It took 5 minutes.
And rotten. What you get, the mulch plants love to eat. Just put this stuff around your plants and watch them grow. Bon appetit.
She was so close to taking a
We
bite.
can
So
recycle
close.
this much of the garbage pizza by composting. It's just like nature's recycling. But how can we recycle more of the garbage pizza? This is a big recycling center, state of the art. It's a material recycling facility, or MRF, the MRF.
The Murph.
Garbage that is recyclable passes through these portals to be sorted and processed.
Should I categorize this They Might Be Giants album, interactive album as a game?
Paper, cans, plastic. Here, machines do the work. All of of these different kinds of things have to be sorted out so they can.
Instead of the Murph, do you need anything?
First,
You wouldn't? Okay, I'll put it in the music.
by magnet. The other stuff keeps going. A shake table helps some of the paper labels fall off. How to separate the glass bottles? They roll through this curtain of steel rods because they're heavier than the other stuff. Then the glass is sorted by color. Each color gets crushed separately.
Bring back the wizard!
Next, the aluminum cans get sorted out. They pass over an electric current that makes them jump off the conveyor belt. Everything else falls straight down. The aluminum cans will go off to a crusher. Soda bottles go into a machine that packs them into bales. Plastic jugs are shredded into chips.
Shredded into what?
Meanwhile, the newspapers go into a baler.
Chips?
Now all these materials are ready to be made.
That's what's in chips?
The bales of newspaper go to a paper manufacturer. They're mixed up with water, rolled,
So many
and made
Garfield
into
comments.
new recycled paper.
Bite
These
size.
cans are ready now to go to a manufacturing plant. They're crushed, then melted down. Then they can become new cans or anything aluminum can be made into. The crushed glass is sent to a glass manufacturer. It gets melted down and made into new bottles.
Uh-huh.
And all of these plastic chips will become all kinds of plastic products that
Take a
we
bite.
can use.
Take a bite.
Like
She should be wearing like a mask or something, right? She's very, very close to those plastic chips.
a new plastic bottle, or toys. Plastic soda bottles can even turn into the fuzz on a tennis ball. But can't we just make less garbage in the first
Has anyone commented on her
Just make less
sweater?
garbage. It's called reduction.
It reminds me of the very solid colored
Reduction.
sweatsuits I wore as a child.
instance, what about packaging? Let's face it, we need some wrappings to protect our products from dirt.
Yeah, very 90s. Looks much better than my yellow one.
It's like
I looked like a giant Twinkie. That's a lot of packaging for Bubbles.
This is all I wanted.
This is from 1990 according to IMDb.
All this I'm throwing away.
Okay, that's the point. All right.
It's kind of ridiculous. I wonder how much I paid for this stuff. Don't let the wrapper fool you.
Oh my God.
Hey, I'm larger than ever, I'm bigger and better, I'm cute, I'm a beaut, I'm the rapper. You spend your buck, but you get stuck, 'cause you get less and you're left with a mess.
Do the Mario.
Rap, rap, rap. Don't let the rapper fool you.
Hey, I'm larger than ever, I'm bigger and better, I'm cute, I'm a beaut, I'm the rapper. You can't wear 'em, you can't eat 'em, you can't use 'em, you want to lose 'em. You rip 'em, you tear 'em, you throw 'em away, but the rapper...
Oh my God.
Rap, rap, rap. Don't let the rapper fool you.
He's a colorful guy, he'll catch your eye, make you buy, but the rapper's a trapper.
You need an adult? He's an adult.
Set him afloat, to lose him is your wish, but he hurts birds and fish.
Rap, rap, rap. Don't let the rapper fool you. Rap, rap, rap. Don't let the rapper fool you.
Garbage is a big problem, and it won't go away. It's here to stay. We have
Where's this guy today? He decomposed.
You cannot make nothing from something. In nature, things disintegrate, and the stuff they're made of gets recycled. But we put garbage in landfills where stuff decomposes very slowly. The landfills are filling up fast, and it's hard to find places to build new ones. We incinerate trash, but that isn't perfect either. We can recycle a lot of the stuff we throw away. You can help too at home by sorting out things that can be recycled.
That's what I'm doing now.
Reduction. See if you can find ways to make less garbage in the first place.
No, I can't do that.
And now I'm going to disappear. The garbage is staying. Goodbye.
Oh my God. Well, I loved the trash special.
Okay. Still on sale in the rest of the world. Now, what do you want it to do? You want it to be buried in America, or do you want it to be sold in a third world country so 2,000 tons less of that product is produced worldwide? Which would you prefer?
Tonight.
Oh, it's more
special report.
More trash.
Toxic trade.
How much waste is traveling south? Well, it's hard to say.
Journalist Bill Moyers.
Is he going to sing me a song?
Dirty secret. Hazardous exports to the third world.
Ford Motor, Exxon, General Motors, aside from the government, they all sold this material.
Hazardous waste is on the move, crossing oceans and international borders, turning the earth into a global dumping ground.
Yeah, I mean, boo. That's the Animal Crossing rolling log. That makes sense. All the Animal Crossing worlds, you're actually on a giant dumpster.
Stations. A presentation of KCTS Seattle, WNET New York,
Seattle,
WPBT Miami, WTVS Detroit, and WGBH Boston. This is Frontline.
Okay, I don't know if I'll be able to make it through the Frontline trash report, but we'll see.
Global Dumping Ground is a co-production of the Center for Investigative Reporting.
Is this just something for, like,
and KQED, San Francisco.
Substitutes to put on? Like, here, we're gonna make them learn about the trash.
The Keon Sea, a toxic Flying Dutchman, is
almost certainly.
Caribbean.
Right now, I am at the Caribbean. Waiting for orders.
I mean, the first one was engaging.
Final destination.
Give this one a chance.
The captain is looking for a place to dump 13,000 tons of incinerator ash. His cargo is the
Yankee Stadium.
Philadelphia's municipal garbage, and it's laced with lead, chromium, and other toxic heavy metals. In February of 1988, the Keon Sea...
You guys want to see if there's another... Should I fast forward?
Denied entry, the ship sails on to Bermuda, Honduras...
Or you want to see where he's going to dump his trash?
And Panama. And finally docks in Haiti.
You like trash? Oh, I could...
Offloading some of the ash, a representative of the owners tries to demonstrate that the ship's cargo is harmless.
This is how we'll watch this a little longer, but I'll get a poll.
That's how we're... Haitian officials are not impressed.
What the
fuck? They order the ship to weigh anchor, and it does, leaving behind 3,000 tons of ash.
I mean, he kind of looks like he would eat
Sea
trash.
Heads back toward
honestly.
Philadelphia, then turns east, sailing across the Atlantic, the Mediterranean, and the Indian Ocean. After 18 months at sea, the ship is sighted at anchor off Singapore, its hold empty.
Well, let's hold on. Let's wait a little bit longer. It suddenly got a little interesting.
A new global threat, the international traffic in hazardous waste. Much of that waste comes from us, the United States. We generate 500 million tons of hazardous and toxic waste every year, 10 times any other nation. It's a growing business, and it's reaping
wash these
millions
before
of dollars
packing
in
them?
profits. In this program,
Did you send in these
years
tapes?
of research by the Center for Investigative Reporting, we'll follow a toxic trail around the globe.
Rude and shocking sound
Much
effects.
of that trade is legal.
I need that in here.
But not all by any means. Case in
Thank you
point,
so much,
a discovery
Sticky.
in the Southern African nation
You're all the fish in the world. Well, congratulations on that
these
achievement.
barrels that led
Thank you for the
investigators
entertainment.
to this warehouse in Mount Vernon, New York. It was a classic con game, a multi-million-dollar scam with a toxic twist. The con men, these two brothers,
Here we
Jack
go.
and Charles
Watch your
Colbert,
pass.
are now in federal prison. There they talk with
Go
my
now, type in
colleague,
chat, watch your
producer Lowell
pass.
Bergman.
We're basically part
And I'll
of
just skip ahead in the tape if we pass. I'll see what else the trash tape
not the
has.
recycling, but in the surplus chemical business. We were, in a sense, innovators ahead of the times. Because what you had was a whole definition of...
You're going to pass on this guy?
That isn't really defined yet. And we were the victims of that.
The business created by Jack Colbert
No,
and
I'm
his brother
kinda
Charles,
there with
a
you.
law school graduate.
I wonder how long this one is. I'll look through and see what the next tape up. I won't say what it is. When you notice it changing programs, make a scene so I know. Oh, I know which one we're watching next. No, there's no commercials. At least not yet. The fuck is this? Nova? Major League, like the movie Major League? Oh, this one kind of looks cool too. I don't know that we're gonna be able to top the Trash Man rapper or whatever the fuck that was. Nova is a PBS show. Is that good? Ooh, that sounds good too. Nova is good? Okay, I'll pull it out of the pile here. I don't really know what this one is. Are they still doing trash over here? Look at the trash. There's trash over here. Stop, what's this? It's probably trash.
These children seem to have lower IQs according to how much lead they're exposed to.
The children Dr. Rabinowitz is talking about used to attend kindergarten here.
All right. This one just says video programs. I will, so one of the things I'm doing is I am going to capture this whole tape separately. And I'm going to start posting some stuff. I don't know when exactly, but I'm going to start posting some stuff on, I have a YouTube channel called Mystery Tapes Archives, where I put the Barbie video. So some of that stuff might pop up over there. Somebody clip Ian laughing at lead children. Listen, listen. There's comedy in everything. This is still the same program, right? Okay. Okay, keep an eye on it. I got a log. Well, I'm unsure of where to put my new Light and L figure. It's very big. I don't think it's gonna fit in here. Might have to go out in the living room. Is L washing Light's feet in the figure? Not that I noticed. No. No. Now I kind of want to just, like, you know, occasionally...
An overflowing sewer system.
Oh.
Testing all along the border has turned up evidence that hazardous waste is being disposed of inside Mexico, threatening the water supply, the health of its people.
I'm sure we've stopped doing that. Surely. It was Frontline 30 minutes or 1 hour. I don't know. How long is an episode of Frontline? One hour, 24 minutes. This is getting scary. Yeah, take me back to the rapping guy, the rapper. Trash was a lot more fun when it was about a really giant person stepping on a much smaller person, you know? What does your garbage say? I can handle the truth. I just wish the truth was told to me in like a rap form. Like if there was a strange man rapping at me about the lead children, I probably wouldn't have found it funny. I probably would have taken it very seriously. But it got the FBI involved?
On all environmental issues of enforcement like this. And that's hardly enough, it seems to me, to do justice to checking these illegal exports.
Well, I mean, part of it is EPA has lots of people, and there's always a matter of priorities. Do you want them to do this or something else? I mean, it's we have lots of others. We have 12 major environmental statutes.
We can't do it.
All problems can't be the very highest priority.
We can't be watching where all this trash is going. Who has the time? There better be a program after this, and there better be songs. Okay, I'm gonna start putting games on the shelf over here. Oh! It's the Earth, the cylindrical Earth. I now believe in a cylindrical Earth. Have you been to the North Pole? Have you been to the South Pole? It's because they're not there, obviously. What about Santa? He emerges from the trash core. He emerges up top. All your trash, you know, we saw on the tape, your trash sinks through the earth. It goes into the factories for the elves to make new toys.
Produced for the documentary.
And then Santa emerges once a year.
Boston, which is solely responsible for its content. Frontline is made possible by the financial support of viewers like you.
Oh, well, you're welcome.
And by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting. For a videocassette copy and written transcript of this program, please call 1-800-777-9050.
You think they'd send me a written transcript of that video if I asked for it?
Second floor, San Francisco, California, 94105.
This is PBS.
Oh, that was good, though.
For the companion book to this program, please call 1-800-777-9050.
There was a whole book?
Or send a check to CIR 530 Howard Street, second floor, San Francisco, California, 94105.
I could buy it and then I could turn it into trash.
Local funding for Frontline is provided by the Anchorage Daily News, your good morning newspaper.
The channel of choice. Channel 7, Anchorage.
Cool logo.
Of all the creatures Mother Nature has seen fit to place upon this earth, probably none has inspired quite the same kind of fear and fascination as the shark. Sharks seem to tap some hidden root in the human
This
psyche,
shark eats trash.
dark corner where the nightmares hide. This is Peter Benchley. Join us as we range across the world in search of the most awesome predators on Earth, sharks.
Oh, just an ad.
At 10.
At 10?
Wherever you look upon this planet, you can't help but to find birds. And they are there in mind-boggling profusion.
Birds.
In a variety of shapes, sizes, and colors. That is as startling in its diversity as it is stunning to behold.
And they're all made from trash.
To the watering holes of Africa. Join host George Plimpton in his global explorations and take a look at a world that is strictly for the birds.
Thursday night at 10.
Next time on Great Performances, the swinging sounds of the street.
Oh, this is what I want to watch.
Spike Lee and Debbie Allen, Lady Smith's Black Mambazo, the Mint Juleps, the Persuasions, Rockapella, Take Six.
Fucking Rockapella made the cut.
Instruments when Spike and Company do it a cappella. Next time on Great Performances.
An evening of acapella magic on
that sounds like it'd be great.
Night at 9.
I can't believe Rockapella made the cut.
Hercule Poirot is back on Mystery with a new World War II adventure. It's the
Where
incredible
in the world
Thursday night at
is
9.
Carmen Sandiego?
An innovation special takes a look at the future of transportation.
I wonder if any of them do a rendition of What Does Your Garbage Say?
At 8.
What does your garbage say? They should.
As you've no doubt guessed, this episode of Race to Save the Planet is about waste. Of all kinds. Household garbage, sewage, and industrial.
Your shit?
Around the world, more and more waste is being generated. But
people are shitting more than ever.
Up new ways to cope with it. There's the story of Japan's recycling program, of Denmark's nationwide hazardous waste system, of the California factory that's abolished waste altogether, and many others. As you'll see, if we want to clean up our act, there's a lot we can do.
Oh man, this tape is just barely hanging on. I will capture this next time I watch it, because...
This is Freshkills, the world's largest garbage dump, politely called a landfill. It's in New York, the largest city.
Yankee Stadium?
Citizens produce the most garbage anywhere in the world, about a ton each per year. This mound of garbage will soon be the second
New York's claim to fame?
East coast of the United States. Garbage dumping is an environmental hazard. Every day, at least 1 million gallons of toxic liquid leak out of the dump into the surrounding bay. Dumped garbage is also a waste of resources. It represents the loss of the raw material and energy it took to manufacture products in the first place.
Uh-huh. Think about it for me.
Together, the world throws out more than 4.5 million tons of garbage every day.
I mean, that stuff looks half biodegraded, but degraded already.
For the last 15 years, a team...
I hope someone counters the claim that a wooden chair will
through what it throws out.
completely decompose in 20 years. I still don't believe
Garbology can reveal our basic attitudes towards resources. Garbologist Bill Rathje.
Garbologist?
Defining a society in terms of resource management, what people consider valuable and what they consider stuff that they want to throw away. Everybody is wasteful. The average household throws away
Everybody is
15% of the solid food that they buy. Don't you make something with rotten bananas?
But this kind of wastefulness is by no means global. The quantity and variety of garbage that Rathje and his students handle is peculiar to wealthy countries.
It's almost full. The first thing you learn is it's only really affluent societies like ourselves that can afford to throw a lot of garbage away. And it's only societies like ourselves that can afford to look at garbage as a problem. For most third world countries, Latin America, South America, the Middle East, most of these countries, garbage is a...
Tell me about the lead children.
You go to a garbage disposal site and you'll see all sorts of people picking it over.
Fisher-Price Dream Dollhouse. I wonder how many Fisher-Price Dream Dollhouses are in landfills right now.
It's a valuable commodity, a way to support their lives.
In Lima, Peru, for example, officially condoned scavengers search for these valuable commodities to sell to the city. It's a way for poor people to make a living, but it also makes...
What does your garbage say?
In rich countries, it's called recycling. Yet in many rich countries, recycling like this
What does your garbage say?
Here, 100,000 residents of a San Francisco suburb separate bottles, cans, and paper ready for collection.
I'm doing a vote.
As landfilling becomes harder,
Watch your pass.
recycling will have to increase.
No one's singing at me.
But for the family business that services this area, it's nothing new. Back in
This just goes to show you everything should have a song.
Rich. Joe Garbarino's relatives collected garbage and made use of...
Even if it's depressing, just put it to a song, I'll watch it.
They weren't recyclable then.
I know garbage already. Well, yeah, you all do because you're here watching me, so yeah.
Offshoot of stock.
All of you are very familiar with garbage. Joe Garbarino? Is that really what they said? He was born to be a garbologist. Okay, I don't know where I'm gonna put... Honestly, I need every wall in this room to be shelves. Like, there's just not enough space. Do it? I don't think I can. I could. I guess I could. I bet someone does copyright claim Garbage Day. I would not be shocked. Like, what am I gonna do with Leg? What am I supposed to do with Leg? He's still here, and all he's really doing is taking up space. Auction Leg off. Send the leg to me. Okay, I will consider it. I'll consider it. Were there ads? Did I miss ads? Eat the leg? Blah, 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 trash. Blah, 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 trash. Don't eat the lead. I was gonna hit play, but I don't know, it's just so boring, man. This is how I was as a kid too, just anything, I was just like, I need Gerbert to tell it to me. I can't learn if Gerbert's not the one telling it to me. What does your garbage say? This can go... It's looking much better, by the way. Thanks for hanging out, watching some tapes with me as I clean up. I want to film for a video tomorrow, so it's very important I get this done. What does your garbage say? Gerbert lecturing us about garbage would be insufferable? I don't know. Well, yeah, actually, yeah, you're right. I will admit that this is one of the bigger, if not the biggest downside to VHS tapes, is having to fast forward or rewind. When you want to skip something, it just takes forever. Yeah, I want Trash Wizard again. Decomposing Rat was the best part. That one was pretty good. That was a good part. Worst part of using a cassette 4-track? I bet. I've never used one, but I bet. Okay, Crazy Burger's got to go on the shelf. What's a game shelf without Crazy Burger? I could stop and fast forward, but I don't want to fast forward into another program. I guess maybe that would be better. Would it be better to stop, fast forward into another program and then just back up? What is Crazy Burger? I don't know. It's some game. Yeah, it goes faster, but then we can't see this guy, like, reaching into the hole to show off his piss cup. I mean, that was great. We would have missed that entirely. Look at all my pee. This is how much I've pissed sitting out here looking at the trash. Does my VCR have a timer? No, not this one. I'm watching this on my tiny CRT screen, which is honestly kind of shitty. My nice VCR is in the other room.
But these new ways of thinking are essential for a more basic reason.
Just decided to start playing again? It's because I called it shitty.
All is a closed system.
Got any VHS board games? Yeah, that's actually what the stack of thing. Oh, you can't. It's just off camera. I got sent a number of VHS games the other day. So I sure do. I'm excited to break into these two here. We got Let's Ride Horse Adventures. Is this a commercial?
Friday night at 10:30. The Ginger Tree is the story of a young Scottish girl who travels to Manchuria in 1903 to marry an English army officer. She finds herself isolated, trapped in a war zone, and most unhappy with her husband. The 4-part drama begins this week on Masterpiece Theater.
Well, that sounds great. You guys don't want to watch The Ginger Tree?
And now, Race to Save the Planet continues. Major funding for Race to Save the Planet is provided by the Annenberg CPB Project.
I love that.
And public television viewers.
You're welcome.
Corporate funding is provided by Ocean Spray. Our continuing aim is to preserve and protect what we cannot create.
I thought it was to make cranberry juice.
Additional funding is provided by Jesse Smith Noyes Foundation, Corporation for Public Broadcasting, the John D. and Catherine T. MacArthur Foundation, and Carnegie Corporation of New York, and by the following.
Oh my God. Well, thank you. I'm sure none of those companies make any trash. It did say Meryl Streep, by the way. Oh, fuck. There's not going to be any room for this. This might have to become an entirely media shelf. I have some fun stuff on here, but it might be it might already be time to retire it. Oh, are we done with trash? No, you can't go to the nurse's office. You have to stay here. I know I'm just a substitute, but I won't let you push me around. You're gonna watch the trash tape. We're gonna watch it again. And you have to memorize the trash rap. Okay. Let's see here. I have to see whatever this is. Actually, let me Google it to see if it's a movie, because if it's an actual movie, we probably shouldn't watch it. Okay, nothing came up. This is a tape called Liko's, it's over here. Liko's Tricks. I don't know who Liko is. I don't know what the tricks are gonna be. Liko, L-I-K-O apostrophe S. Liko's Tricks. Could this be a home video? It could be. Could it be porn? It could be. Liko's, well, I'm not gonna say it, because Liko could be a child, for all we know. Don't worry. If it's something bad, just don't look at it and don't tell anybody that I broadcasted it, okay? Oh my God! I think that is a home.
This is my video, and this is my dog. My name is Liko, and I'll be showing you some tricks that she can do. Okay.
Dude, come on, Liko.
How to sit. Okay. Here you go. Sit.
Sit.
There you go. She gets a treat. Lay down. Liko, lay down. Lay down. Nope.
Dude, Liko fucking sucks.
Good girl.
Thumbs down. Liko was not ready for the big time, was not ready to show up on tape.
Sit. Sit. Sit.
No.
Sit. High five. Okay, good girl.
You can't change the trick.
Go. Shake. Good girl. Okay. Sit. There you go. Sit. Up. Good girl.
Okay, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. I liked up.
Okay. You go. Sit. Stay. Stay. Stay.
I want a house tour. Show me the house.
Good girl. And there's one more.
What class do you think... Oh, I love that entertainment center. What class do you think they showed this at?
Sit, Liko, sit. Stay. Okay. Come here, Liko. Touch him, good girl.
I'm just looking at all this stuff.
Okay, and do another one over here. Liko, sit. Sit. Liko, sit. Sit. Sit.
No.
Sit. Liko, sit. 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 Liko,
Liko
sit.
says, give me the fucking treat,
Sit.
bitch.
Liko, sit.
Give it.
Stay. Okay, I'm gonna make her touch my hand again. Liko, come here. Good girl. And that's it. All else you can do.
Oh, wow.
Well, good job, Liko. So that was the feature film Liko's Tricks. I gotta say, I hope Liko learned some more tricks. Liko needed a little more time with training. Rip Liko. How long do you think it took Liko to decompose? It's nature, you know.
I want to there ever was to beat all the rest. Yeah, that's my cause.
Blastoise, Bulbasaur, Tremilla, Gordon, Tigor, Mudmunch, Skitty.
Deserved.
Skitty.
Jay Spider. You know, some of you might not have liked my Liko joke, but I was immediately rewarded. Thank you for the $50. I just wanted to thank you for all the videos you make. After many years of hardship and loss, my wife and I can finally announce that we are expecting a son in January. Hey, congratulations. Just want to share some joy with you as your videos were a major comfort for us. Thank you. Hey, congratulations, Jay Spider. Very exciting. Thank you for sharing that good news. Oh, that's exciting. We needed some uplifting news after my my dark joke. Thank you for also warming our hearts. Killer Cat, thank you for the $10. Hi, Ian. I'm on an airplane about to take off at this very moment, so I'll catch you on the VOD. Here's some popcorn to enjoy with your VHS watching. Thank you so much, Cat. I hope you have a safe flight. And the Tick Cartoon, thank you for the $2. Hey, Moose. I saw you went with the Royal Crown Cola variant of the intro today and wanted to share and say, did you know that they still make it? I work at the local Walmart and we still sell them by the 2-liter. Anyways, hope we all have fun today. Thank you so much, Tick Cartoon. I used to love RC Cola. RC Cola used to be a go-to of mine. I'm glad it's still around, even though I don't really drink the soda too much anymore. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much. We're going to watch Impact of Tech on Today's Education. I got to rewind it first because it's in the middle of the tape. But That sounds like it could be fascinating. Yuck RC? Listen. You're doing a sleep emotes, right? But there could be a rap in here. This could be set to music. What's so great about RC Cola? I don't know. I mean, it's just another cola. It's just another cola, really. Okay, I gotta figure out how to get Let's Ride Horse Adventures on this shelf here. I'm gonna try and solve that problem before the tape finishes rewinding. Shit.
Oh, wow.
Oh, shit. Fuck. Okay. I'm gonna have to take all this fun stuff off of the shelf. I'm out of space. And I got this like pile of other stuff to open on Friday. I have a feeling that won't make the space issue any easier. Need one of those rewinders. I have a rewinder, actually. I have a, I guess I should be looking over here. I have one that's a red car. I quite enjoy it, but it's actually extremely slow. It's cool. I like that the headlights come on when it's rewinding. But it's slow, and it also doesn't have one of those, like a slowdown feature, so it just goes bonk, and then it keeps rewinding until you open. It doesn't auto shut off either. It just doesn't seem like a good idea, but it is a nice thing to have. If I didn't hold on to it, it would just go into a landfill. Yeah, I thought the car would be faster. Sticky Tup, thank you for the 100 bits. I found these in the trash outside the computer lab. The teacher watched me take them. Liko could be his? Also, I'm from Alaska, not Arkansas. Hey, I mean, you could ask if well, maybe don't say that I broadcasted Liko to, a wide range of viewers, but if you would like his Liko tape back or digitized and sent to him, I would have no problem doing that. You graduated? Oh, well then, Liko's mine now. The memory of Liko, that's mine. Is it still rewinding? Is it done? Is the rewind broken on this? I'm gonna need a new CRT at some point. This one is, oh, it's on the last one. This one's really chugging. Okay, well I gotta move all my nice Shin-Chan figures that I was just given. Don't know where those will end up. Okay, here we go. Let's find out about.
Okay. Now let's keep looking there.
What is it? Technology, the effects of modern technology on education. Is this homemade? Is this?
Changes.
How'd you do that?
These are bringing what it should be doing. Right here, wide angle. These two buttons.
Okay.
He's just directing the camera person. Is this like the raw footage? Who did the music? Who did the music?
Good morning. I'm happy to have you here, and I think in the next half hour or so we're going to share a bunch of exciting ideas that are going to open up some of the puzzle to the whole
Is that a sword in the
education
stone over
movement
there?
and the rapidity of change and what that has to say for us as educators. The little statement that you see up on the screen there, in the past, the survivor may be defined as a person smart enough to cope with hardship.
No, it's a projector. Oh my
God. Smart enough to adapt to change. It says so well, I think, of a changing society that we're going to find ourselves in. And much of that change, of course, is brought about by technology. If we look at this thing called technology and try to get a handle on it, we will find that basically technology extends the human potential. What that means is that we, with our human equipment, can only do so many things with it. We can lift so much,
Tell me about
see
TikTok.
so far, hear certain kinds of sounds, walk, propel ourselves, and those sort of things. But that human potential is limited until we extend it with technology. And because of technology, we have basically moved to an infinite.
This is a TED Talk. It's like an off-brand TED Talk. This is like a Fred Talk.
Infinite leverage. You could take the heat from your thumb, and through a thermocouple, use that heat to trigger a switch and send millions of tons of carload off into space with space shuttles and Skylabs and that sort of thing. So you have infinite leverage from that little bit of energy you used off the heat from your finger. Also, you have infinite vision, infinite hearing, and so forth. There's a
I have infinite vision?
The Earth out there right now. It has a telescope on it, and it is so powerful it can see to the theoretical edge of the universe. And that telescope
go back in time and hand him an iPhone
every day that scientists say there's enough data going into the data bank that it would take 50 years to analyze the data that's coming in each day. Or put it a little different way, it is powerful enough that it could see a 20-watt light bulb if it was on Pluto. So you look at the infiniteness of our capability of doing things. It just sort of staggers the mind.
Are we sure about that? Can we test that?
Through
Someone put a light bulb on Pluto.
That has changed our whole society. If we looked at this, and I use a little illustration here that has some meaning to me, and
whatever happened to Robot Jones?
Perspective. We've come from an agrarian society into an industrial society, and now have moved into some other kind of age, which is, lots of people are putting different kinds of names on it. Some are calling it the space age, nuclear age, post-industrial age, or the super-industrial age. The information
trash age,
communication age. I don't really care or know what the name will eventually be for this new age because we're emerging into it. But one thing is certain, it is going to be different. As an example, my grandfather came to northwestern Minnesota as an immigrant from Norway, and he homesteaded. And he had 160 acres of sheer hardwood timber to deal with if he was going to turn that forest into a farm. And what did he have to work with? Horses, axe, fire, and dynamite. That was basically...
I don't care about your grandpa, really. Oh, I'm skipping ahead a little bit.
Than his own grandson, who he personally held on his knee and told stories to. And we have moved from that age then, basically, from the whole Midwest part of the United States, let's say from the Mississippi on west, we have made that transition in 2 or 3 generations, having moved from that muscle power world into the spectacular kinds of things that are happening today. Rushing through the industrial age where people left agriculture and went into the factories of the world to go to work, and cities grew up, and a whole new social structure came about as a result of that. And now we are undergoing another one as we are looking at
It's a history lesson for now, but it's just the intro.
All fussed up and getting bent out of joint because the social structure is struggling right along with it.
Bent out of joint?
One of the reasons we're having so much trouble with it is we do not understand it as a general population. One of my favorite columnists is Sidney Harris, and he...
Fuck your favorite columnist. I want to rap. Rap to me about technology in the future. Yeah, it is Robot Jones. This guy actually, he went on to create Robot Jones, the whole, the character, the show. It was all born here. People were like, you know what? Your TED Talk is fucking shit, dude. I fell asleep to it. Maybe if there was some robot, maybe if the robot you drew talked.
Cities and societies in certain kinds of the country either rise and fall depending upon the nature of the ability to adapt and move with this particular kind of phenomena. For instance,
yeah, the robot did look like Robot Jones. I made a Robot Jones joke as well, but I don't think there's any affiliation. This guy's like a dean, right? Yeah, I agree. More wizards. How come only like the little children get the cool educational things, you know? He could sing.
Violin makers in the world, or the cabinet makers, they became famous for the glass works or whatever their field was.
All those famous violin makers,
the Industrial
yeah.
Revolution, and it ran right over the top of the whole thing.
Dude, he's still on the Industrial Revolution. Move on, dude. So this is what it's like doing mystery tapes. I don't know if have I done one where I just watch all these like blank tapes? It's a lot of like just kind of fishing around. This one's a lost cause. I'm hoping he'll. Okay, I'll do the stop fast forward. I'll jump way ahead and see if someone else gets involved. There was something at the beginning there that was different. The rat decomposed faster than this speech. There it is. There it is. Yes, I am barefoot. Thank you for perceiving that. It's hot and I haven't put on shoes since I smashed my toe. I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
Like that and set it back down. And as he was taking the panel down, he noticed somebody come walking in off to the side and was kind of watching him, so he thought, I'll have a little fun with them. So he sets down the panel, puts a clean one up there, pushes the button, and the robot goes up there and sprays the whole panel, and of course it forgot the corner because that's what he'd done the first time. It set itself down and he says, you dumb robot, get up there and finish the job. And it goes up there and goes like that. There's a guy
now we're in a stand-up routine.
I would have loved to hear the story in the coffee room when I would go back in there. But there's all sorts of interesting things happening to the complexity of the
There's one guy in the crowd.
With vision systems so robots can see. And we just acquired one of those on our campus. So
I see more people.
Will be able to see and reorient itself to things that it's supposed to.
Who the fuck is this guy? He's the dean?
The Chinese this summer just invented a robot that can play ping pong. And it can serve balls over the net with spin on it, it can return it with drop shots, and it can beat the local champions, and the Chinese are really tough at ping pong. Imagine the complexity, the sensing devices, the controls that this thing has to have. In fact, in one plant they make robots so large that it almost reflects a crane arm. It can lift a half a ton and perform tasks with half a ton in its capacity.
Okay, he's got my attention
and on
again.
the other hand, Seiko watches are assembled by a robot. Think of the intricateness and the complexity of that sort of thing and the whole spectrum that it's able to
This is supposed to be about the effects on education, right?
150 robots make 1,000 cars a day in Japan. And even the truck that takes the cars out to the wharf is a driverless truck.
When is he going to get to how it affects education?
6 people and a set of robots make vacuum cleaners 24 hours a day, and they come in the morning and they check the inventory, they do a little maintenance and lubrication and make sure that the warehousing is cleared and is ready to go, and they turn off the lights and turn down the heat, and they go home, and it makes vacuum cleaners for 2 more shifts.
I heard lubrication. That's
all I heard.
Those
are the kinds of capabilities that we have to deal with in this sort of environment. The Wall Street Journal, for instance, is transmitted just like USA Today, or that newspaper. the one that we get around here, it comes off a satellite and is down.
Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. I say as I sort of shelf for my live audience.
It isn't just the technology is going to do it, but the humans that are working with this have to have a whole orientation of doing it.
The Chinese are very good at ping pong, but not as good as robots are. And we have to factor that in when we teach the children. God, he is talking a lot. He spent a lot of time putting this together. I'm not going to watch it, but he definitely put forth the effort, you know? Hit eject. Come on, what if he starts doing a dance? I'll skip forward a lot. I honestly, at the very beginning, there was that like video, someone was filming, setting up a shot, and there was someone instructing that shot. And I want to know if there's more of that at the end of this, at least. He's not going to dance? Wow. That's rude. The VCR is making a very strange noise now.
To mainland China, and a Chinese girl who was being paid about 25 cents an hour was typing like...
You gotta get away from the Chinese, man. You gotta move on. Find somebody else to talk about. We don't know that he's racist. Maybe he's just very impressed with China's technical advancements and their ping pong ability.
That will happen because of something called intervention. The U.S. will not allow vehicular manufacturing to our capabilities just for defense reasons to leave the country. So we're going to have to intervene. But if we didn't intervene, that's the direction it's going now.
Okay, so he's intervening with the Chinese about our manufacturing secrets? See, there's joy to be found in even the most boring of tapes. We're getting to the end of this. I'm gonna at least skip towards the end and see if there's anything after the tape. I don't think he's going to get any more interesting, though.
Electronic publishing, along with their paper making business. And right today, they have 90% of all the electronic publishing going on in the United States.
Who?
You know what they have? They have all of the law for every state in the nation, and all of the English law, all of the federal law, all the French law, all in full text on a computer bank. And all a lawyer has to do is subscribe to the business, and in 20 seconds can call up any piece of law that's in the whole memory bank. Wow. They have a little counsel on their lap in the courtroom, and if the case is going in the wrong direction, they can call up the counter case and have it right in their lap. They have all the major newspapers
subscription
on memory bank. They have the whole patent office. They, you know,
In at 6, thank you for the 180 bits.
The whole stock
Pyramid Jed, thank you for the $5. Hey Moose, I'll be 45 Hi Moose, I'll be 45 next month. When I was 18, I'd rent VHS porno from Family Video and make bootlegs, then sell them at $20 a pop to dudes too scared to rent it for themselves. Just thought I'd share. Thank you so much, Pyramid Jed. Happy birthday.
And we got to sell our software through this store.
An entrepreneur.
When what do some other people do? With their home modem, they call up and take a look at the menu and say, oh, here's a piece of software I want. They type in their MasterCard numbers, dump in a blank disk.
It was a different time.
And they bought it. Bypassed the whole works and went from just selling information right off the line with it. Well, those are kind of exciting things.
Changing the slide.
Of course, is driven by the whole computer business. And I've got to quit here, so I'm just going to use a couple other illustrations for you. In this whole computer business, it is moving so fast, and it's at the base, of course, of much of the technology.
See, we skipped over so much. He could have touched on the porno duplication industry.
Computer was a large, big,
and we would have missed
monster
it.
Machine with mechanical relays and vacuum tubes.
You see, the Chinese have really perfected porno duplication. We're so behind here in the States. That's what you miss when you fast forward. We're going. I'm getting through it. I'm getting through it. We'll move on to I don't know, this one is just, it just says video programs on it. So maybe I'll do that next. More focused on the ping pong industry. Man, my VCR is creaking as I fast forward. It doesn't sound, maybe it's the tape. Hopefully it's the tape and not the VCR. Oh, wait. Wait. I want this whole song. Wait, let's see how he ended it too. Let's just hit the last couple seconds. Is he changing outfits? Is this a different guy? He's got like an American tie on.
Struggles began to churn the cream.
Churn the cream?
On top of the butter at last he stopped, and out of the bowl he gaily hopped. What is the moral? 'Tis easily found. If you can't hop out, keep swimming around. Thank you.
I gotta get this track. No music credit? Wonder how many times that got watched. Anything else? Are we moving on to video programs? Yeah, I don't see anything else. I think that was it. Ba 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 ba. Well, you know, I can put that on my second channel too, or my third channel, I guess. Okay, video programs has to rewind as well. We're in the middle of video programs. Ba 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 ba. Yes, I do have a third channel. It's called Mystery Tapes Archives. I've only put one or two things up there, but I have been capturing more tapes with the intent of putting more. I don't know when it's gonna go up there, but that's where I put the I put that Secret Life of Barbie documentary that I talked about in one of the Mystery Tapes episodes. People were like, that's lost media, the doll community's looking for that, so I put it up there. If you just search Secret Life of Barbie on YouTube, it should pop up. Ba, 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 ba. I considered using a DVD recorder. It worked like a VCR. It have HDD and DVD for full NTSC recording. I haven't. I just kind of run it through a capture card like this and just hit record, honestly. Yeah, supposedly I found lost media. I didn't go into great lengths to check, so I can't be certain. But that is what I was told by someone from the doll community. A very vibrant community. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, sick.
Like any skilled artisan, you, the video cameraman, must first and foremost know your tools.
I'm capturing this whole tape
easily. To influence your personal preference in equipment. It is our intention to keep pace with evolution of home video technology. So, keeping an eye to the future.
Look at that fucking camera. Look at the mustache.
DC-2000 has specially designed its own prototype video camera with video recorder built into the camera chassis. Keep in mind, any video camera, when properly used, can give
you... Yes, these have all been from your trash pile that you sent me.
Whatever camera you'll be using, the operational principles are pretty much the same. That's what your owner's manual is for. What we're after in this show is to turn your shooting into professional-looking video. The main purpose of the video camera is to turn the energy of light into an electronic signal. Light enters the camera lens from light reflected from the subject and strikes the video tube inside the camera. Now, up close, most high-quality cameras will provide a number of useful features, like a zoom lens, an automatic iris feature, a white balance control switch.
Do I want more mystery tapes? Kind of. I have so many, and I need to make more videos about them. But I'm not going to, I'm not going to cry about it if I get more mystery tapes.
Used, they can give you professional-looking results. The zoom lens, truly a marvelous invention. It can give you a long shot, a medium shot.
Maybe I should capture some more on stream. Maybe I should do this more often.
Your position or lenses. Here's how. First, zoom all the way.
Oh, sick, dude!
As tight as you can get. Next, bring the focus in sharp. Now, your subject should be focused at any point in your zoom, from close up.
Dude, this is actually the shit that I learned in film school. You could just buy this tape.
But a bad master when overused. Our next camera feature is the automatic iris. It's measured in f-stops. Your automatic iris instantly adjusts.
I'd rather people send captured content. I probably wouldn't watch it. If you're saying like you want to send me a DVD of stuff you captured, I probably wouldn't watch it.
However,
I want to watch it off the tape.
Can fool the auto iris. If your camera has a special backlight control, you can easily compensate for the problem. If not, you can manually override it. The next camera feature is white balance, a camera function that lets your camera reference.
Oh my God, it's overexposed to shit though. I don't know you should trust these guys.
And thus put all colors in proper perspective. Here is how it works. Merely aim your camera at a white surface under the existing light and flip the switch. It will automatically preset all of the color temperature settings.
I wish I had a green screen set like that. That'd be so cool.
You need to reset your white balance each time you change from
DVD recording of Hallmark movies
to another, both inside and out. Two last quick features. The extendable boom microphone here.
Maybe I'd give it a shot. Maybe I'd give it a shot.
The mic gives sound in the shooting environment and in sync with the program. We get to that in depth later. It's the tripod mount that's key at the moment.
That camera is so cool.
With practice, you can...
Oh my God, the shorts!
...level a tripod inside 30 seconds. And man, is it worth it. A nice steady frame, a smooth, professional-looking move, and just as important, it keeps your arms and back from wearing out on an all-day shoot. When a tripod isn't convenient, snuggle up to whatever's handy.
Hawaii?
A fence. A tree. Or your assistant. If you need to move and shoot, try for at least a 3-point support system. Your shoulder, your hand grip, and the side of your head. You'd be amazed at what you can...
He met her on his side job. Explains the stash.
A video camera is a truly beautiful thing, and for what you've paid, you ought to protect it.
I fucking love that.
Don't ever point your camera at the sun. Pow, instant burn. It can cause permanent damage to your camera tube.
Is that true?
Always keep the lens cap on when your camera is not in use.
I've never heard that before. Camera tube? Oh, fuck, what did I... Oh, it's swimming. I was like, is someone being shot?
Happy birthday to you.
Saw a squirrel run across to my yard. Get out!
I now pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss the bride.
What? What?
There are various types of sounds that you will encounter in video production: dialogue, sound effects, wild or non-synchronous sound, and of course, music.
Get it?
The audio portions of your video recorder have excellent fidelity, so make use of them.
Oh no!
The succession of slight, rapid variations in air pressure that travel over a distance.
Oh,
Like a
that's what
bowling
that
ball,
is.
Sound travels in a straight line until it hits something. The waves bounce off and continue in a straight line until they hit something else. Sound.
Now I know.
Sound waves are really variations in air pressure. These perfect ripples are picked up on a very sensitive transducer or electronic eardrum in a microphone. There, they're converted to electronic information, then relayed to the audio recording head in the camera recorder. The sound waves are transferred magnetically to the videotape and stored for playback by reversing the process we just went through. Not too much to it, really. If it is laid down right, good sound is clear and distinct. It doesn't sound like this. It has no fuzzy edges. There are no ragged sounds in it. Noises in the background are in their proper place.
I love everybody's hair.
And it's not that hard to get. The main cause of distortion or bad sound is simply overloading your system. Like people, machines have their limits. Know their limits, and you can control distortion.
I have square dancing.
It all boils down to your recording volume. Sound professionals will tell you that the lower you keep your recording volume, the better. And that means keeping as close to your sound source as possible. When you start moving
really good
the
music
away from your source, you're losing control and letting background sounds become louder and more obtrusive. Also, the type of sound you get partially depends on the type of microphone you use. Microphones are classified by the patterns in which they pick up sound. There are two kinds you'll be concerned with. This kind is called unidirectional. The unidirectional microphone is very selective. It gives you a pickup pattern of about 80 degrees. Sounds to the side and back are subdued.
It's VCR model am I streaming with? It's a built-in
eliminate most unwanted extraneous sources that are present as you record.
I don't know about the model. It's a CRT.
Close to the source and carefully aimed. Otherwise, the sound quality will deteriorate rapidly.
All right, players, lift the guns all the way up and out of the holders. Aim them down at the belly button on the bottom monkey.
This is.
I agree. This is a pretty good look at filming. Like a pretty good starting point.
Pattern. You'll want to look at using an omnidirectional microphone.
Oh my God! I fucking love that microphone.
It's not selective. It features a pickup pattern of 360 degrees. It lets you pick up.
Yeah, this is exactly how I do it. These are all my secrets.
It can also be small and compact, typically used as a lavalier or wireless mic. Keep in mind, it's important to use the correct microphone and correct placement to ensure the best sound quality in any shooting application. Let's look at some examples.
Okay. Let's sing a song for Mom. Okay.
In situation one, you're shooting a simple sequence around the home. The sound will be adequate.
Sing about your trash.
Into the camera. The camera mobility you need here is minimal, and you can stay close to your sound source.
Life is but a dream.
This kid sucks.
Out in this company to join this young couple.
Never made it as a singer, I bet.
You want maximum camera flexibility, but under the circumstances, distinct sound from a single source is important. The ideal solution is to clip a wireless mic on your subject. Although the wireless is an omnidirectional mic, It's usually placed so close to the source of sound, little else is picked up.
That's what I'm using right now.
Will get you good sound quality and let you shoot from any camera angle you desire.
Rule of thumb. Number 1, do not place microphones so that sound can bounce into it from a flat, reflective surface.
Don't tell me what to do.
Number 2, use the same microphone type for an entire sequence if possible. Number 3, do not pan the microphone too fast. This creates noise.
Lights! Lights, very important. Very important in the filmmaking process. Oh my God. Closer.
For simplicity's sake, let's look at how light from one source can make a world of difference in what we feel simply by changing its position. Front lighting. It's flat, leaving uninteresting shadows to the side of the nose and face. Underlighting. We see unnatural shadows, leaving a sort of evil look, perhaps a touch of mystery. High side lighting. Aimed at 45 degrees to the subject, we see the classic look of portrait lighting. It comfortably models the face into a three-dimensional form. Top lighting. Shining directly down, deep shadows form under the eye sockets, nose, and
That's how I like to be lit,
again,
actually.
a feeling of mystery and dominance. Side lighting.
I like to feel mysterious and dominant anytime I'm on camera.
Masculine features or texture of fabric or skin. Side rear lighting. It yields an even more dramatic effect. With a slight shift further behind, we bring out the full shape of the subject in silhouette.
No, I agree. This is still very good advice.
Like it used to be. The camera eye today is sophisticated.
Nice couch.
It sees more with less light. And for your video setup, the classical three-point method for lighting is perfectly suited.
Key light, the sun, the spotlight.
Dude, I had like
the main light source falling on your subject.
I had like whole
just to the
like
left or
weeks
right
of
your
lessons
immediate
of this
camera
shit
position.
in college.
Key light.
According to the classic three-point system, your key is the first light to be set. It's
nice sweater, dude.
And focus down at a 45.
I should have just watched this video.
This shortens the shadows that fall behind. The key light is the foundation for the rest of your lighting efforts. It illuminates the brightest area of your picture, and naturally, the eye of
Thanks
your
so much,
viewer
River.
will head for it instinctively. Now the fill light.
Fill light, softer, more diffused light, filling in the shadows
Supposed to be cleaning
created
my
by the
office.
key light, leaving just enough shadow for a feeling of depth. Placement.
Feeling of death?
The fill light is placed on the same plane as the camera lens, on the opposite side from your key light. Fill light.
Honestly, three-point lighting setup.
Its main job is to bring
Very
out
important.
detail in the shadows made by the
You make
key light.
video or want to make video.
Off, there is a heavy shadow. On, the shadow is softened. Too bright, and there's no shadow at all. That looks flat, uninteresting. Bring it down, and a pleasing mixture.
Is this how I do it? Pretty much, yeah, more or less.
Itself only reduces the contrast of light and dark from the key. The final Hollywood touch in your lighting setup comes from the backlight.
A lot of this, the thing is, a lot of this, you gotta have enough like room for all these lights.
Out into the third dimension.
So like backlights are sometimes hard to get.
Directly opposite your camera position. Behind your subject. Elevation, 45 degrees.
But I do usually have the two,
The backlight
and try and get one back.
third light to be set. It's also aimed down at 45 degrees.
It is why I need a warehouse, but I don't
Complements
want
the key
to.
light and fill light and brings me out from the background. See the rim effect around my shoulders and hair? Looks more lifelike. And that's the trick with lighting. You're
more
working for
lifelike?
an optical illusion for the camera's eye. The backlight is usually about as strong as the fill light and not quite as strong as the key light. But so much for theory. Cut 'em.
Whoa, what's happening now?
In a world heavily dependent on artificial light, there is often enough of it to shoot by. So before you set your lights, use your artistic eye. Scan the scene. You may avoid fussing with any equipment at all. You may be able to get a more natural and authentic feel with a minimum of effort. Realistic interior lighting generally follows a principle called source lighting, which simply suggests that what you're shooting appears to be lit from a source of light that you can see.
Oh, they put in their little stripes.
A lamp, a fireplace, and so on. Or when no particular source is present, the light conveniently falls from above and in the middle of your shooting area. Another effective technique when shooting in close quarters is bounce lighting. By pointing a light at a wall or ceiling, you can maintain a natural, even look.
I do use bounce lighting still.
A minimum amount of effort. But a word of caution, reflected light will pick up the color of the walls and ceiling.
Yeah, see, this is what it looks like when I film Brutal Foods.
Space and lighting subjects in motion.
I mean, without the children, obviously.
How to handle them. In most locations, setting your key and fill lights should be no problem. Keep them close to the camera. Additional backlight and set lighting takes a little ingenuity. Try hiding lights behind furniture. You'll get some exciting effects. Another trick, pump light from outside.
Just keep having fun, kids.
Window.
It'll just be a second. I gotta get these artistic shadows before I film your birthday party.
Out of your frame.
Act natural, children.
Subjects in motion is pre-planning. Know the move in advance. If need be, set up several places along the line of movement. Your camera should give you some latitude, but first and foremost, make it easy on yourself. Pick the angle that will give the most light to start with. The same goes for outdoor shooting. The challenges of lighting outside are much the same as indoors, except you have no ceiling and no places to hang lights. Using the sun as your key light, the three-point system can be employed using devices called reflectors, each taking a position similar to the lights in the studio. Reflectors are used to redirect sunlight into shadowed areas. This homemade job has aluminum foil on one side and a white card.
Oh, I want to hear the banjo.
Soft reflector is used to fill the shade side of the face, giving off a
I knew that was going to happen.
Softer glow. The hard reflector side casts a brilliant penetrating beam, almost as bright as the sun itself. It's good for key light or backlight. No matter what type of reflector you use, it must be continually adjusted as the sun moves. When following motion outdoors, avoid shooting into a bright sky background or heavily backlit area as you follow the action. They will cause loss of detail and color.
Dude, these kids need tackling practice. Hit him!
There are 5 basic guidelines to help you compose your shots. Now, they are not hard and fast rules designed to limit your creative ability. Not every guideline applies to every situation, but they are a place to start, and learning to master their principles is where creative freedom begins. The first of the guidelines
music is so good.
Simplicity. Don't complicate your shots by placing primary subjects against congested backgrounds.
The shot's overexposed.
And don't try to have too much going on in the shot. Each scene should have a single, simple story to tell. Often, as in these examples, that may mean altering camera position, the size of the image, or, when possible, selecting the best background. Beware of the
kind of is YouTube tutorials before YouTube.
Cut through your subject as though the two were merging are a common background problem. They not only distract the viewer, but mergers also accent the two-dimensional quality of video and just plain don't look good.
Is that a 3-wheeled golf cart?
Keeping it simple is not
the front of that cart only had one wheel.
It's always important. Now, let's get to the most basic issue. You know the scene you want and the subject, but where do you position the subject in the frame? There's no end of choices. Anybody can tell that's wrong, that too. And even that doesn't.
I should resell this.
Most people give up
as a video class.
Right in the middle, they can't be too far off. And they're right. They aren't too far off, They're off just enough to lose the opportunity for truly good composition. The rule of thirds has been a standard guideline for composition since the ancient Greeks used it to proportion their statues and buildings. The world of photography and video—
they're hitting all the big stuff.
—the principle and found it just as useful as it was then. Mentally divide the frame into thirds, horizontally and vertically. Then simply position your subject where two of the lines cross. The point you choose depends on the feeling you're after, how the shot will relate to the next one, and the other elements you wish to include. Framing is another guideline of composition which can add appeal to your shots.
Hi there.
Use your eye and look for frames within frames, like these.
This is all really, really good information. I will capture this whole one and put it on Mystery Tapes Archives for sure.
As you've seen with the first three guidelines, the most important function of composition is to direct the viewer's eye to the central story in each shot. The concept—
I'm surprised at how much they're conveying and how fast it's moving.
By leading the viewer to the subject.
I agree. It could use a wizard or some rapping. But maybe that'll be at the end.
For you, but you have to look. They come in all shapes and sizes.
It makes me want to go out and like take pictures or film some outdoor shots.
Don't allow a line to cut a shot directly in the middle. Do remember, the best starting point for a line is usually the left-hand side, because our eyes are trained to read left to right.
Good advice.
Balance is an important consideration in any creative effort. In video composition, it can be broken down into two areas.
He's between shoots right now with his assistant.
Frame and the balance of light and color. Balancing objects in your shots doesn't necessarily mean equal weights. It simply means your frame needs to be rounded out and used well. These are the 5 rules of composition, but remember, they're only guidelines designed to be flexible,
to the chat for
tools.
mystery tapes.
Practice them, and they'll come as naturally as looking through your viewfinder. Another key to good composition is the camera angle. Angles have a great impact on making shots appear three-dimensional. Flat angles make the scene appear flat. With a slight change, you can give the shot depth as well as provide—
I don't know if that it has an official URL yet. It might not be big enough.
Angles can also have a psychological impact on your viewer. For example, when the camera and the subject are on an equal level, your viewer will have a sense of equality.
Oh, you have to put an @ sign in there now, I forget.
Make it higher, and the subject gets smaller and seemingly less important. Move to a lower angle, and the size and importance of the subject is magnified.
I'm telling you, I spent weeks on this shit in school. Like, why'd they drag it out so much? Oh, thanks, Lupin. There's a pinned comment to my Mystery Tapes archive channel.
Composed of simple actions and simple reactions. And along with each story, there is always a simple plot. With a beginning.
Come on, on ride. I want to see an on-ride shot.
And
movie sucks.
Telling a videotape story uses everything you've learned so far about setting up a shot and then goes a step further. It lets you put shots together into a sequence and sequences into a smooth and logical story. It's what's called continuity, and it's easy to learn when you begin at the beginning. As director, your responsibilities are many, but they come down to putting ideas and visuals together in a way that makes aesthetic sense. Your first responsibility is always your audience. Losing them is the worst thing a storyteller can do.
That's
it's
fair.
all in your frame. Through it, the audience will view all story action, but remember, they're getting it secondhand. They're depending upon you. What you put in here is what they get. So think logically, and remember to tell a story. All story action breaks down into sequences. They're the basic units of storytelling, like paragraphs.
I try to always tell a story.
And each sequence has three all-important elements, all vital to getting your story across. First, you establish the setting. Let your viewer get his bearings and orient him to the action that will follow. It's called the long shot. Next, you move in closer and set up the medium shot. Remember, your lens...
That's the kind of stuff I did when I was storyboarding my TGI Fridays video. Writing out how many long shots I needed, how many medium shots I needed, etc.
The medium shot gets you down to business. And then, on to the payoff. The most expressive
the payoff.
Continuity shots, the close-up. It holds the greatest viewer impact. It reveals the subject's thoughts and emotions. It's definitely
thank you,
the most
S-Star.
important shot. But let's back up a minute. Notice between the wide shot, medium,
Love to see that storyboard. I should share it. I have it.
45 degrees. You should always try to
hold
move
it up to the
by
camera.
at least that far.
The general rule. The general rule of continuity states when shooting a sequence,
Here's some of my
be sure to change the
storyboards.
size of the image,
Can't see that
or
shit.
change the angle, or both.
Yeah, I'll
in
scan it.
between every new shot. The general rule.
I'll scan it. Yeah, it's too blue. But I did storyboard that one, and I storyboarded the Bass Pro video as well.
Types of shots you can count on to get you through.
Need more fill light. I like to be in the darkness.
And cutaways. Cut-ins are
Yeah, I've storyboarded before. I don't storyboard all my videos, but the ones that get complex I have.
Central events.
It's very fun, very time-consuming.
As reaction shots are close-ups or medium shots that depart from the main action to show a related subject, a reaction to the central story or other action going on at the same time.
The first reaction channel.
Cutaways are valuable because they make your story more interesting, and on the practical
I should storyboard my entire life. I would if I could.
When you change
I do like a good plan.
Being a director is easy when you get cooperation from your actors. With script in hand, you've got the world by the tail. You can turn an everyday event into a family epic with controlled action continuity as Dad washes the car.
I love that he keeps like bringing it back to like video making. Listen, I don't want you to just wash my car. I want you to wash it in a specific way so that I can film it. He's gonna spray the camera. He's gonna squirt the camera and ruin it. Oh, the rule of thirds while you wash my car. Oh, God.
Camera,
I hope you liked my movie.
Sound, lighting, composition, and directing a story. It's up to you to develop these skills. You've got the...
And sometimes the cards ain't worth a dime if you don't lay 'em down.
Did you lose the end of this?
Sometimes the light's all shining on me.
Someone must have recorded audio over the end of this?
See.
That's a lot of K's. That was definitely on the tape. That was not anything else. No, that wasn't me. Someone just started to record some music over that. I have no idea what the fuck that was. Is this made by the same people? I can't watch another one of these today, but people said Grateful Dead. Oh, it's just about lighting?
Technically, lighting is easy. All that needs to be done is to provide enough base light to meet the requirements of the equipment and limit the contrast between highlights and shadows in your picture.
Unfortunately, I don't think I can stay for this one.
Freedom of expression. That bit of time, magnetically captured, must tell a story. The fact
don't
that
have
which is
3Ks
recorded
as
is
your
not
logo.
enough.
They had 9. They had 9 of
The
them.
essence of the story should be your aim. Light is the expression of the videographer. Your statement is there, interpreting what you see and feel. I'm Joni.
And I'm Mike. And in the next half hour, we'll be showing you potentials, possibilities, and problems in a host of lighting situations, all carefully designed to help you light.
This one doesn't look like it's going to be as exciting as the other one.
As you can imagine, there are all kinds of lighting conditions that you will encounter in your video productions, and each situation will have its own unique blend of light sources.
Okay, I actually can't stick around and watch this one today, but maybe after fan mail on Friday, I can. I gotta start moving this stuff out of my office, so I gotta stop streaming. Ugh. But that was a treat. Not all, they weren't all winners, but oh my God, I don't think I want. Not a good angle. Hold on, let me sit down. No, I'm not moving. I'm just cleaning up my office because I gotta. There we go. That's a little better. I'm cleaning my office because I have to. I gotta film tomorrow, so I was just trying to make this space a bit better. So I gotta pull all this stuff out and throw away my trash, which I now know what happens to all my garbage. But thanks guys for hanging out. Oh, I should read my subs real quick. Well, I'll do more VHS stream soon. Yeah, a bit of a short stream. I used most of today to work on a video. So a bit of a short stream today. I'm trying to get, I won't say when I'm trying to get it done, but I am trying to get a video done soon. A game review situation. Most of the stream was actual trash, yes. You want to see the Back to the Future one? I'll keep going. I mean, not today, but this has been an above average box of tapes. Usually when I get a tape, it's just recorded stuff off the TV. One of these boxes I got recently so far has been, all it is just football games. just beginning to end an entire football game. And I've recorded a number of them now. But I would definitely be interested in doing some more mystery tapes, scavenging live. Good to know you guys like it too. I get to do like double work, which I enjoy. Larry Fishburne, thank you for the 14 months. Tracy Bluth Rip, thank you for the 30 months. Elf Sludge, thank you for the 4 months. Garbage Never Lies. The Book Witch, thank you very much for gifting more subs. Thank you very much, Book Witch. Rusty Shackelford, thank you for the Prime sub. As a tape collector, yeah, sports/Fox shows are your enemy. Yeah, it's all, this box so far has been, not this one, a different one I've been capturing off stream, has been all football and all, it's like CMT recordings. So it's country music videos and football games, and that's all it's been so far. That's how I learned about Trick My Truck. Ela Rouge, thank you very much for the 48 months. Very forward-thinking to include stomping fetishes in this recycling PSA. That was a very exciting moment. It had me reconsidering my trash production and recycling strategies. Hughes number 1, thank you for the 15 months. I'm cleaning my room too. I hope you got it nice and clean. I gotten soap opera tapes? Probably. Probably. Yeah, sorry, Nikki. We wrapped up pretty quickly on this one, but I'm going to do this more often. I had a blast, honestly. Tempo the Tantrum, thank you for the 14 months. VHS was the rectangles of my childhood. Well said. Well said. And be sure to, there's the link at the pinned to the top of the chat for my Mystery Tapes archives. I will also put a link to it in the description of this VOD, if you're looking for it. Ixion was taken. Thank you for the 16 months. Badalbor, thank you for the 12 months. Peach Tabby, thank you very much for the 11 months. When Geeks Craft, thank you for 43 months. Quesson, thank you very much for the 9 months. Is what on Libib? Yeah, I will definitely do some more Mystery Tapes live. Oh, Martha? No, I don't put Mystery Tapes on my Libib. Thank you very much for the bits. Pirate Canvas Twitch. And Tracy Bluth Rip, thank you very much for the 5 gift subs. Thank you, thank you. Be sure to check out the Mystery Tapes archive. I will be back on Friday for fan mail. And hey, if we get it done in time, maybe we check out another one of these movie making programs or something like that. One of them used to hold up, I used to hold up a potted plant. Hope I didn't damage it. Oh, it's probably fine. Oh yeah, sorry, I meant Friday. Sorry. Today is Wednesday. I will see you Friday. We'll do fan mail Friday and maybe some tapes. I'm not good at knowing what day it is, you know? But thanks guys for watching. I'm gonna go, but I will see you later and I'll plan for more of this in the future. Bye-bye, good night. See you guys on Friday.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.